see it? Do you see it? It's so good. It's shockingly good. I don't understand, but I love. I don't understand, but I love. That's all I have to say. Hi friends, I made a discovery and I needed to share it with you because it's so good. It involves 2 products. I have tested thousands of products over the past 8 years. I have reviewed, honestly, hundreds of foundations as well. And I've recently started to try and move a little bit away from foundation. So as a result, I've been leaning on concealers. I have these 2 products, which is the Creal Concealer and these True Botanicals Bronzewell Regenerative Drops. These I just got from PR. No one is paying me to say the following. I seriously randomly came into this and I was like, holy crap, that is the best complexion coverage for my skin going into fall and winter. One of these was gifted. I did repurchase one of these because I liked it so much in the past. But I will talk to you about what you need and texture-wise because you don't have to have these exact products. They're just, for the purposes of this, they really work. So you're going to want an SPF in here. I knew that would be one of the questions. So I'm just going to apply this in the right amount. So the key on texture here is that you want something that is not too heavy, not too oily or slick or greasy. You don't want anything greasy anyway, but you know what I mean. You want a lighter weight SPF that's going to sink into skin and moisturize, but not be too heavy because we're working with an oil bronzing drop here, which is going to impart some glow. I have another trick if you don't want the glow, stay with me. This is the OneSkin SPF, untinted. I find it to be very hydrating. It soaks right in, and there you go. You can use whatever you have that falls into that category, unless you have really dry skin and you need the moisture. So the next part, and this is simple, easy, 5 minutes. I'm going to talk a little bit more, so it's going to take longer, but the texture of the concealer that you're looking for. You want something liquid. You don't want it to be too dense, and you don't want it to be too slick. So you're probably like, I haven't tried hundreds of concealers. Why are you telling me this? Tell me what to use and whatnot. Creal is a very good option because it falls into right in the middle. So it's creamy. It's called a complexion enhancer. It's a multitasker. Look for something that says it can be a multitasker. Yes, I do believe everything can be a multitasker, personally speaking, but sometimes the consistency is a little bit better for this if you find something that is a complexion enhancer, multitasker. There's so many different names for it. Right in the middle, so it's not too slick and thin, not too thick and dense. Then we have the bronzing drops. And yes, I know there are lots of bronzing drops on the market. These I applied almost half a dropper full with nothing else on my face, and I looked ridiculous. Like, what am I going to do with these? And then I remembered I put drops of oil onto my cream foundations all the time. It's a hack that gives me the most beautiful finish. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, put a little bit of the concealer here. It's not rocket science, trust me. Drop of the bronzing drop, like so. It's pretty pigmented, these drops. And then you blend it in with a brush. You're just blending. Then the real hard part is you just press already. When I kept pressing it in, and you saw that was not a lot of product. This is already evening out pretty red skin, not terribly red, but anyway, you get that evening out, but there's this lit from within glow. And if you've been with me, then you know that one of the foundations I used to love was from Vapor Beauty. They are no longer with us. R.I.P. Vapor Beauty. They did lit from within. Honestly, in the clean beauty space, I feel like they were one of the best out there. Very few competitors. RMS can do it with their powders, I feel, but Vapor was great. And when I say lit from within, I remember when I first started reviewing products and I was like, satin, matte, what are you telling me? What does it mean to the people who aren't living and breathing beauty every day? Here's how I see lit from within, and you can kind of see it here too. It's already reflecting a little bit. It's not shiny. It's not oily. It's not even dewy. It imparts this sort of candlelight look for me. And this combination really works. That is half the face with it, half the face without it. It can take you 2 minutes to pull this together. I don't even know. I don't know if I'm ever going to wear anything else, but I will, because so goes life and I test things, and that is something I love to do. But this is just, and I can hear you thinking and wondering, Cool, but does this look oily by the end of the day? How does this wear on your skin? So again, I have combination skin. I'm going to put a little bit more concealer onto the back of my hand. Normally I wouldn't, but this is just quicker and easier for the purposes of this video. Yes, it wears really well for me. It has still been pretty humid here, but I have brought a powder into the mix when I really need it. And you can just see like, oh, it's so solid. There is a scent to these bronzing drops that some people might like and some people might really not like. True Botanicals has a tendency to have more of an herbaceous scent profile, I find. It's woodsy. They're from, I believe, Mill Valley, which I'm going to visit very soon. I'm very excited. I'm not visiting True Botanicals unless they see this and they're like, hey, come over. In which case I would probably faint because I'd be so excited to do that. But anyway, woodsy scents there, but they're dissipating on my skin. And then I will just put my hand in front of my face as I talk to you because that's cool. And the wearing throughout the day, my skin looks great. Looks so good by the end of the day. That sounds so obnoxious, but it's true. It just wears really well. But I'm going to tell you that if you have oilier skin, of course, this is going to be a little bit different for everybody's skin types. But if you have oily skin, you can do this and bring a really light dusting of a powder on top. You can use any setting powder you like. Something lightweight is better because this is hydrating and you want it to melt well. So this is just, I really love it. And then there is a bit of a touch to it. This was 2 drops of oil. I went a little bit more. I usually just use 1 and there's less of a moisture to the touch. However, if you want something that locks in moisture, oof, I think you're really going to like this because it really does a good job. This is the Jones Road yellow tinted powder. And then I'm barely pressing it on. This also gives a blurring effect to the skin. I mean, it kind of does all the things, and you're getting skincare meets makeup if you want it. Not everybody wants it. That's it. That's it. You can touch up midway through the day, but I do not find this to really alter the performance of that complexion enhancer. Normally water and oil don't mix, but this is a water first product, so it's working for me. It's going against what I would logically think would happen. But again, that's why I was like freaking out. So this is a little bit, it's so much better to the touch test. Honestly, I like the powder on top of it. In those really cold winter months, I probably don't need it because my skin does get dry, like I mentioned, but it really keeps that at bay. And then if you're using other products on top, which I would, use a powder bronzer. You could use a cream too. It blends beautifully into this combination usually. 9 times out of 10, any cream bronzer that I've blended in has worked super, super well. But this is just a light powder from Jones Road. I'm going to have everything linked in the description below per the huge. And I feel like I'm just more and more gravitating towards quick and easy. Just, is this what happens when we get older? I don't know. Probably because we're like, hey, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want 20 steps. The Air Perez powder Bondi Beach blushy thing. I moved my camera so it's like really hard to understand. So this is a combination blusher. Both of these are matte. They don't have shimmer in them. I don't need it because as you can see, I'm applying this, but there's still that, do you see it? Do you see it? It's so good. It's shockingly good. I don't understand, but I love. I don't understand, but I love. That's all I have to say. A little bit of blush. Bring this thing to life. And by thing, I mean my face. We're done. We're done. It was that fast. So you can obviously do whatever you please on top of it, but it's the combination of a liquid, not thin, not dense, but just creamy concealer, bronzing drop. 1 drop will do. A little drop will do ya. Experiment, play around with it, and then press and maybe powder. And you have this. I had to share it. I was going to do something else, but I had to show you this because it's too good. It's too easy. Right? Right? Have you done this? Will you try this? If you do this, let us know how it works for your skin. I really do want to know if you give something like this a try with whatever you have in your stash. It's not for you to buy more. This is for you to buy better and use what you have. That's the point of the channel. and the honest review part too. So thank you for watching. If you found it helpful, you know what to do. There's a new button called Hype. So if you want to do that, I don't know what it does, but whatever. And I hope you try this, because this is the kind of look that I'm gonna do after I do a look for the video or do something on social and I take my makeup off. These are the things I'm putting on afterwards as I go about my day. Like, this is the real stuff I will be probably wearing for a while. Okay, I'm gonna go away with my Lit from Within gloss. Thank you for watching, and I hope you had fun. Talk to you later. Bye.